and said, now I'm going to give you New England, or this big section of New England, including what later became Long Island. We must remember, too, that there were other people coming to America in those early years, such as the Dutch in New York, other than Eastern Long Island, and the Germans and so forth around New Jersey and Pennsylvania, and of course the Cavaliers and so forth. They went to Maryland, and then what is now Maryland, and then of course to Virginia, and of course Georgia and Florida. So I don't want to mean that we were the only, infer that we were the only people that was settled at that time. So the Earl of Stirling said to, wrote a letter apparently to this man James Farragut, and said, you are my agent in America, in the colonies. Keeping in mind, too, that it was terribly important to those people in England who were in commerce, and there were only a couple of things in England, and that was just commerce and the Roman Catholic religion at that time. They had nothing else. I happen to be a fairly interested scholar on England because at that time, because it has a lot to do to relate to Eastern Long Island. So he didn't waste any time. He found in Lynn, Massachusetts, that they were grumbling already, only having been over anywhere from 5, 6 years to the last few months, that they were looking for another piece of land where they didn't have to dig up too many tree roots and break up too many rocks. Now, you could say, well, how did James Farragut know what Long Island looked like? They have the answer to that, too. We're talking Eastern Long Island, though. We must remember that. He knew that because Governor John Winthrop of Massachusetts had come to Eastern Long Island in the year 1633, 7 years before the founding of Southampton. We even know the name of the ship. It was called the Blessings of the Bay, meaning Massachusetts Bay. And we know exactly where he landed. He landed in the spot that the colonists landed later, in North Sea Harbor. We know that because the main encampment in that summer was for the Shinnecock Indians was in an area that is just north of that, which can be seen from Conscience Point. This has all been involved in local history, as proven itself